I truly think there is no better content out there when it comes to hilarity in World of Warcraft than Mythic Plus 2 pugging. It really is the gift that keeps on giving. We've said this a dozen times now already this season alone, and I don't think that's going away. We have a crazy one here today. Another one that is going to test the limits of what we think is possible in a 2, and that is going to show us things that I did not expect to see. So we're in the Flooded Gate plus 2. Already a funny start, I guess. This is another one that's been recorded. I've been going backwards a bit here to try to catch up on the back end, but yeah, we actually used to do this pull in the beginning too, not just the 3 snipers, but we used to go kind of to the right here instead. I don't know where people would want to bloodlust on lower keys, but I'd imagine this is not the way most people would have seen it done. There's something respectable about using the stairs though, instead of going up the back way. What are we, heathens? Come on, brother, we can use the stairs here. We're respectable adults. Also a miracle that all this other shit has not pulled. I am really shocked that we're fighting just these mobs and not the other ones. How have they not aggroed? Man, a few words in the email though sent me a single line. It says, I am sending you an interesting low key. The action starts at the first boss. That's all we get. So here it comes. The first boss is on its way. Have a look at this DPS chart. By the way, a lot of people have issues with lag in World of Warcraft. A lot of it is because it's updating so many combat events so quickly. You can turn that to be slower or just off in general. In this case, we have the update of the damage chart like what, once every minute. Pay attention to this warrior. I mean, yeah, obviously we saw the guy's damage now, but have a look at what else is going on. Here, like just kind of auto attacking, just doing very meager DPS. You're gonna see him, I guess he gets like pushed off here. Sonic Boom on Paradox gets just like AFK auto attacking and just gets totally pushed off, like doesn't even seem to react to it. It's just down there, just sat down there for like 20-30 seconds now. Still down there, not doing anything. Still, okay, he's coming up now. We see him run around, coming up the stairs like a real adult, like we were just talking about. Gonna end that fight at an even million DPS. I mean, obviously it's a 2. You're gonna see all different levels of damage dealers in these keys, but that's a pretty crazy show. And then he's gonna say this. Sorry, was on the phone. Oh yeah, no worries, man. On our way up to the fancy glider technology. This is so cool. I love this, dude. I love gliders. I wish I had one in real life as well. Paladin is tanking. Obviously, we want to try to stop that giant AoE fire cast mechanic. We can do that as a Death Knight pretty easily. We can stun it, we can grip it multiple times, and then obviously we can blinding sheet it, but this time we're going to do none of those things, and that guy is going to get a one-shot by it. It's actually just nobody even trying to stop the cast here. It's pretty wild, man. Low keys are just something entirely different than higher keys. Paladin tank is going to try to get out of it. Let's pay attention. We also have Daenerys in the group. This is probably not the same. This is not Amelia Clark, but it's just a fan. Here's the Paladin. Watch, you're going to horse away, and they're just not going to get away. Characters got a bunch of boxes for a name. That's really cool. I did not know you could have shapes for a name. What would everybody's favorite shape name be? Just doesn't really get far enough away and just hits by 2. I mean, maybe if he just kind of moved to the north a bit there and only got hit by 1, he might live, but he's going to get one shot as a tank. That's pretty nuts to get one shot as a tank. That guy's not on the phone. He's here playing. Everybody else is here also playing, and we're going to finish this thanks to Rock Ellie and some big healing. And then we're going to take the fancy gliders. I love this part. Like, it's like a kite, but you're on it. It's like a squirrel suit. I don't know. It's just really fucking cool. Here we go. We're going to glide all the way across the dungeon. There's like a ship above us. This is just so cool, dude. This is like high fantasy at its best. And while we do the coolest part of any dungeon in the expansion, you're going to have a look at the mini map. Okay, have a look at what is happening right now. This is actually crazy to me that this happens ever. I am really shocked. I've seen this in my level keys. We've seen this in 2s. We've seen this in every level of dungeon key. It's crazy to me that this is something that people would not understand. The glider takes you to the other side of the dungeon. How is it possible that you don't know this as a tank, especially as a tank? And then what is he aggroed? He's now in combat with. It makes me think maybe he wanted to get more trash on that side, because like he's over there, but there's actually trash mobs there. I don't know if maybe he auto runs into them or what. I'm not really sure what's gone on here, but he actually dies a second time all alone on that area. This time he's gonna say, oh, man, I guess we just won't take the glider, even though it's everybody's favorite part of the entire expansion. The season is markedly made better by being able to take that glider. He's gonna just not do it, which is really sad. You guys fucked this dude out of a great time. I would leave if I was this guy, to be honest. You guys fucked me out of a glider. I'm not gonna continue doing this key. He's a respectable player. He is gonna stay, gonna kind of like backpedal in the trash, gonna pull this pack with a mob that is rooted by its own mechanics. So that's a great pull there. We're just gonna fight 4 of these mobs 40 yards away from the other one. Tell me how the hell this little ass player can make this jump and my absolute specimen of a creature cannot. Look at this. He just jumps first try, just makes the ledge, easy mode. I'm missing something. I don't know what it is, but I cannot make that jump to save my life. Pack gets destroyed. It's a 2. I mean, mean, it's really crazy how little health things actually have at this key level. That's probably the thing that's most notable. And as we are trying to kite that pack with the mob that roots itself into the next pack, he doesn't realize you can't just walk by this pack, just like actually gonna just walk upstairs. Again, I'm telling you guys, stairs are where it's at, man. They really are. Total mess. But look at the health pools, dude. How does the sum of the keys we get submitted, people look like they're in a 30, and then other keys you get submitted like this, it's like nobody is in any danger whatsoever. He's doing it a fucking again, by the way. We're just gonna leave these mobs down here. We're just gonna go up and pull the next pack. Gonna pull that down the stairs. We're gonna fight the Shredinators. Just saw blades everywhere, dude. It's like a Home Depot. Mage is rooted. Gonna actually just get out of that, no problem. Watch this pro blink. They're gonna get rooted, and then they're gonna blink out of it. And this is not just any mage. This is a dragon mage. This is the mother of dragons. Actually, Daenerys as well. It's not even Daenerys. This is a big fan of Targaryen legacy. It's really cool to be a Drakthir mage, I bet. You have so much mobility. I can only imagine how much you would have. Right? You would think you would have a lot. Not in this case. Here's the guy right here. Just gonna walk over there as a fire mage, pop combustion, and then just get ran over in the middle of the combustion. Really good. Not a problem. This boss getting handled, dude. Watch this. The health pools are super separated. Again, though, it's all Braun's fault, says the boss. That's actually throwing her cohort under the table, so we're gonna punish them both for that. Tank's getting absolutely walloped. That's the name of the mechanic, but also an applicable description for what's happening right now. Guy is really struggling to survive, and maybe it'd be a good idea to use some of your fucking CDs. Just sitting on 4 CDs as we're fighting a boss with an enraged. No problem. Don't worry about that. Now what are we doing? Playing in the water a bit. It's probably a hot day there. They're trying to figure out where to go next. Should we continue? Maybe we want to go backwards. Should we leave? Maybe we got to go buy some potions. Not really sure, to be honest. I don't know that the tank knows. He's just ultimately going to come back to where we started, and we're going to fight this pack of divers. I was on this mage's side until this right here. This is next level 2 shit. I've never seen this before, and we talked about a lot throughout the season. This guy says, always move right. Fucking insanity. What did you just say out loud? No, brother, you go left. I don't understand why you go left. It's just the zeitgeist. We just go left. That's just how it is. Saying go right is like, okay, let's try to wipe here. We're gonna have the first mud side. We actually have 2 parties go right and 2 parties go left. So 2 people technically failed. Actually, did you see who did fail, by the way? Let's watch this again. You're gonna be able to tell. It's the dragon on fire. Fire and blood on the left side. Winter is coming on the right. And yeah, okay, no worries. Don't even respect your own call there. Just make sure you're alive. I guess that's cool. Absolutely bathing in the waves. Oh my god, look at how much damage these people take from this. This is again a 2. There's no tyrannical. Oh my god, if this was a 4, that's a full wipe there. I think everybody's just getting absolutely bathed in actual water, which makes sense. It is water. Tank gets hit so hard his character forces a reaction. Look at this here. Gonna get sludge class. Full health, gets hit for like 90% of his health, turns into an angel. Here it is again, mudslide. Everybody's already safe because it's on the shaman. We are dodging a bullet here, man. I'm telling you. Here's another set of waves. Look at this. Just water everywhere, not a drop to drink. And those 2 guys are going to smack together because they're both going to go different directions. Both going to just like go opposite directions. They're both still standing in waves. Actually, if they just stood still, they'd probably be safer. They're going to get so far apart that they smack together. I am now formally petitioning Blizzard to make that do damage. It makes no sense that it doesn't. Your characters just got forcibly smacked together. It should do some kind of damage. Third attempt, mudslide. Remember the comment, always go right. Let's watch what happens. This time, the Targaryen sympathizer does go right, and the tank is not going to go right. So we have 3 people going right following the instructions. Tank is not going to, and again, they're going to get smacked together. 0.7 seconds left on the mudslide. That means somebody's dead. Not going to be the tank. They survived that easily. The hunter does not. So that guy goes down like the Titanic, and of course, it's a 2, so we're going to comment on that. Ragnaros Hunter says, bruh. Coincidentally, while he's saying bruh, somebody else manages to die. Watch this one. Warrior's like 95% health. Actually really shocked that he dies here. Just getting pushed by the wave there, just taking a bath. Like we were saying, it's a small little bathtub, I guess you can be in it. So Hunter's talking about the tank getting him killed, right? That's obviously why he's commenting on it. But in that moment, the warrior dies. We actually get the res on the hunter, so he's back alive. So again, we got 4 people. Time to figure out which direction we're moving. Let's watch it unfold one more time. Here comes the mudslide. Well, the healer not normally getting linked here. Forgot about the great call from first of her name there, and he's gonna go left, and that is not going to work out. We're going to get again smacked together. Half and half again here. We got some people going right, some people going left. Can't figure this out. Literally, yeah, like half the group goes left, half the group goes right. They're getting smacked together. They actually still have plenty of time to get away from this. The healer and the mage do it wrong, but they actually just walk out of it eventually. And then the other two combos, the tank and the hunter, who also failed it earlier, they're both going to get hit this time. And this time, only the tank dies, which is really, really nuts. The hunter actually lives through this, and the tank does not. The hunter actually survives. It doesn't even use turtle or nothing like that. Then people are getting meleeed to death. We are barely going to survive this here. Luckily, the boss is going to cast other mechanics, because if it wasn't for that, we would probably wipe here, and that might be the key. We finished the boss. It's still a sub 2-minute fight with all that nonsense going on, and there's a lot going on now in the chat. So the warrior's like, that's my bad, talking about his death, but he's neglecting the fact that everybody else dies. Hunter comments on the fact that they did not go the right direction. He says, what is always right to you, for fuck's sake? I don't know, maybe they're new here, maybe the mage has like never done this before or something like this at this point, but it's always left, guys. Don't try to convince people to go right, because people are accidentally going to go left. Like, that's just what happens. It could not even be on purpose. They may straight up just be muscle memorying through this. The warrior actually responds to this criticism because he still thinks it's all about him. He says, I went always to right. Perfect. Well said. Here's a great visual. Watch this here. We're going to pull bubbles, right? But before you pull bubbles, you have to pull the trash, right? So the paladin's going to throw his shield to do that. I don't know. Is that a valuable spell? Maybe you don't want to do that. Not a really big deal. You got to aggro it one way or the other until you do that. Okay, then you throw Divine Toll at it too. All right, good way to start the combat here. Those all just go away. Now we're fighting the actual mob. That's Bubbles. Just going to fight it on the bridge here. I don't think you want to do this. This seems pretty risky. Very little actual room to navigate, but we are going to do that. Warrior just walks into a bubble. He's totally fine. Not even remotely dangerous. This reminds me of a funny clip that Harry just published.
Frontal. I don't like this because we've got nowhere to... Look, I can't blink out of this.
AOE incoming.
I had the fucking shit happen where I blinked on the spot twice. Again. What do you mean? Wait, did we lose those fish? Okay, we
lost to the circles on the floor after.
No, he splashed me actually.
Definitely not where you want to take that. A lot harder to move there. Then we're going to do this. We're just going to like fight this electrician. Got to get it over here. Don't worry about it. It's going to cast. We can throw our shield at it. Actually just randomly stun it. So now it's even more isolated. This pack is so nice with Blood Death Knight, man. We can grip both of these electricians, make a nice little pack here. It is so hard as a Blood Death Knight to just sit here and watch this guy cast at full health and watch nobody interrupt it, and it's just out there free casting. All it takes is one little death grip, man. What a great spell. Now we get to this part of the dungeon, and this is actually something I've never seen before. Tank is starting to realize that we don't have count. So he's just gonna fucking sprint away, dude. Look at this mini map right now. Looking to find, we only need a 1.5%. So he's gonna come over here and throw like 100 shields at this pack. This is not the pack, I think. This is a very, very complicated and difficult pack. Lots of casters. Again, we have the architect just rooted there. I mean, we got half the pack over here, the other half the pack over there. Perhaps this is because the packs that he tried to pull earlier in the dungeon didn't get pulled. Do you remember that? After he dies here and goes back, I bet he's going to get trash he actually needs, because when we look at the map again, he is like deep into this area, probably fighting those two mobs. That's probably what he dies to. They probably are meant to be pulled. They're probably meant to be on the route, and he just somehow doesn't realize he's alone up there. Doesn't say a fucking word, by the way, but yeah, I would bet that this is why we're in this position now. But after all is said and done and all the wild times in the dungeon, you are going to see truly why low keys are so easy. I mean, it's only 8 deaths at the end of the day, but we really did a lot of really weird and wacky stuff here. Way over count, pulling like the hardest mobs in the dungeon, just like dragging them back. Like, come on, what are we even doing here? Look at this. The mob like leaps like 100 yards, try to get to the scaffolding. Half the group's not even fucking here. Like, look, the tank and the warrior are just like down there. I don't even know what we're doing right now. We're just gonna try to like let them reset. It's like, what is the strategy? I really have no idea what the strategy is. Look at the tank, just doesn't give a fuck. He's just sitting here posing like, come on, bro. I'm a Zandalari, man. The rest of the group's back there finishing it. I mean, I think they actually just killed it for him, and he's just sat here AFK, cracking his neck like, okay, bro, yeah, you're really tough, aren't you? The architect's still here. No, it's still here. It's running up to us. It's barely gonna die. Hunter comments on that, I guess. The tank is literally just AFK waiting. He's like, okay, you guys do your job. I'm up here waiting. And they are gonna fight this boss again with like 8 minutes to spare. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Absolutely nonsense key. Only a 2. Do you see this nonsense? Only in low keys are you gonna see this wacky shit go on. Nobody says a word. Everybody's just like, yeah, great. Thanks for the key. GG. GG's. Bye-bye. try. Great key. Yeah, you guys did great. Mythic Plus 2 is the life-sustaining force that this channel feeds on. Thank you guys so much for recording these runs and sending them in. We will be back tomorrow with streaming, hopefully. I don't know exactly what's going on with the servers yet, but I do want to hit this little patch here hard because I think there's some cool stuff in it. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow. We'll see exactly what happens, but yeah, hopefully normal schedule after that, and then again, more craziness next weekend. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.